What's up, everybody? Happy Friday. What a day. What a day. I just want to take a minute just to be like, wow, man. Anybody who's into it, who's into Bitcoin, who held strong, pat yourselves on the back. You know what I mean? Anybody who's thinking about it, listen, don't feel bad. It is what it is. Be happy for your friends. Enjoy the victory. Okay. And I just want to do a quick little live thing today. I'm try to keep it short because I got somewhere to be soon. But really, this is what I'm talking about. Like when I say 5-year plan, have a vision for the future, that's all I talk about on this channel, right? It's never get rich quick. Okay. 5-year plan. And I started buying Bitcoin 2021, right? Like right after the top, right? And I knew about it in 2017, but I didn't really get it. It kind of like it made sense to me in 2021. Okay. And I made videos about that if you watch on the channel. So, it was hard, man. It was hard buying it the first year or two. It was hard because the price went down every week, but I'm like, all right, I did my research. I did the math. I understand how it works. I have a 5-year outlook. It is what it is. Until something shakes me from that, until something changes my view on that, I'm just going to ride with it. Like here's the chart right here. I'll show you, man. Like, this is where, I started right around here, November, right? So it was kind of getting down. It was like in the 50s off the high of 69. And, over the next year, guys, it went all the way down to like 15, 16,000. Now, I didn't go all in on day one, right? I was learning about it. So do you know how that feels when you buy something and it literally drops 60%? And you're like, all right, but you understand what it is and you understand why it's happening, so you just keep going. So all through here accumulating 22, 23 into 24, and now from 15 to 117, so it's a long-term vision, a long-term outlook, right? So let's go back in time. Okay. And that's one of the things I always talk about, right? Is like, everybody wants to argue about politics and how they feel about this and that, right? But just step back a little bit and focus on the signals that they're giving you. Okay. So 2021, that was Joe Biden, Kamala Harris presidency. Okay. I mean, whatever. It's no secret. I don't like them. Right. But instead of spending all my time telling everybody why they're bad and MAGA this and January 6th that and the election was, who cares? Right. Don't waste your time on that. Just look at the signal that they're giving you. And all Joe Biden and Kamala Harris administration did, from the Treasury Secretary to Elizabeth Warren with an anti-crypto army, was they told you that Bitcoin, crypto, Tesla, bad, 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 bad. That's all they said. And I'm doing my own research and I'm like, well, I don't agree with that. And everything you people have told me to do, the opposite was usually in my best interest. So the signal from them was just do the opposite. And it's hard though, like it's hard because everybody's looking at you like you're crazy and you're like, nah, man, 20,000, 30,000 is cheap for Bitcoin, whatever, 5-year plan. Forget what these guys say. The math's the math. It's based on debt and money printing and inflation and the whole thing. I've made this argument so many times. Okay. But you stay the course. Okay. And that's it. So you can focus on being right about politics and stay poor, because you're going to distract yourself and get in these meaningless arguments with people, or you can take the signal that they're giving you and be not poor, right? Because everything I say is not about getting rich. It's do enough things to avoid being poor. And as a byproduct, you'll probably get rich. And what does rich mean? Well, that number changes every day, right? We added 366 billion to the debt in one day, which is 1% of the debt, right? So that means it just got 1% more expensive to get rich, right? But if you avoid being poor and you do those habits, that stuff does not matter. Now, fast forward to today. We're in 2025. Trump is the president. J.D. Vance is the vice president. Scott Bessent's the Treasury Secretary. Okay, we got the dream team as far as the stuff that I'm into, running the show for finances. Okay, fine. You hate Donald Trump. You hate J.D. Vance. Doesn't matter. You can spend all your time saying what a liar he is, what a jerk he is, and all this stuff. And you can focus on being right about that and protesting and all this crazy stuff. Or you can say, wait a minute, what's the signal that the president is giving you in this administration? How do I react? Because it's a different signal from the previous administration, right? Or is it? Okay, so Look at this right here. I'll show you right here. Okay. This is what the current president is telling you. Okay. This is his tweet the other day on Truth. Tech stocks, industrial stocks, and NASDAQ hit all-time record highs. Crypto through the roof. Nvidia up 47% since Trump tariffs. USA has taken in hundreds of billions of dollars in tariffs. Country is now back. A great credit. Fed should rapidly lower rate to reflect this strength. Okay? What is he telling you, right? The guy manages his success based on the outcome of the stock market. That's how this president measures his success. Very simple. Okay? His mind, if he can make everybody rich, then he was a great president. Whether you like him or not, it doesn't matter. You don't need to be right. I don't care. I don't care if you like him. You shouldn't care if I like him. Doesn't matter. Just read the signal. And what is he saying? He's saying, I'm going to do everything I can to pump every market. That's it. So if you're sitting on the sideline and you're sitting on your money and you're scared to deploy and you're scared to do anything, you're going to lose. You're going to lose. You know what I mean? You're going to stay poor. And that is like, that's the worst thing you could do when the guy is telling you. Now, here's my theory on this, right? 51 weeks from now, 51 weeks from today will be July 4th, 2026, the 250th birthday of America. Everything this next year that this administration is going to do is celebrating that. And it's a great accomplishment. Our country makes it to 250 years. That is amazing. You know, and we should all be proud of that. But everything he's doing between now and then is to pump the 250th birthday. Do you think he wants to go into the 250th birthday of America with the stock market crashing? Absolutely not. That's my theory, not financial advice. I'm just a dude on the internet. But that's my theory. That's how I'm betting it. Okay, so, you know, we know that the debt is not going away. Bitcoin thesis, check mark, intact. You can see it today in the pricing, okay? It's reacting to the money printing and all that. All these things these guys want to do is expensive. Donald Trump didn't invent debt. Joe Biden didn't invent debt. It's just since for 100 years now, presidents have ran debts. It is what it is, okay? So we know for the next year, this dude is going to do everything in his power to pump the market because that's how he measures his success. So whether you like him or not, take the signal and roll with it. That's it. Don't focus on being right. Just focus on not being poor. You know what I'm saying? Like poor mentality is you argue all day about stupid crap on the internet. That doesn't matter. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? Take the signal. The guy's telling you, I'm going to be a successful president if I make you rich. So damn it, get rich. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't matter. There will be dips, okay? Like Elon and Trump beefing. Massive dip. Awesome. Good day to buy. You know, don't chase the chart today. When the chart's going vertical, just wait. You don't have to chase it. Just wait. It always reverts. You know, wait for those days. 3 months ago, the world was ending because Trump wanted to put tariffs out. Oh my God. Dude, Bitcoin went down to like 73,000. It's up 60%. Right? That was a V-shaped dip. If you look at the chart, you can barely see it, right? Like it's like this is it right here. This is the end of the world right here. This is when Trump put the tariffs out in April. Look where it's up 60%, right? Trump did the same tariffs this week. The market didn't care. Do you see what I mean? So just wait for those opportunities. You know, you want to sit here and argue all day about Elon versus Trump and who's right and who's wrong. Who cares? When the market overreacts and Tesla drops, add to the position. Or whatever your stock is, whatever moves the stock or crypto or whatever it is you want to invest in. Do your research. Don't be scared, you know? And if you have a 5-year outlook, I think you can be very successful. You know what I mean? Right now, my focus is on adding to the Tesla position. And I'll be honest with you, buying Tesla today feels the same way as it felt when I was buying Bitcoin in 2023, right? Like the whole world's against you, you know, but it's like, I know what the car can do. It drives me around every day, you know? So it's like, I'm very bullish on it, you know? So that's how I feel. But at the end of the day, guys, you know, there's all kinds of mixed signals out there. Everybody's trying to tell you why it's going to fail. You know, this is what you're seeing. Well, Bitcoin's up 60%, like the dollar is broken, right? Dollar is falling in its worst start to a year. Of course it's falling. The dollar is less valuable because they're printing more of it. The dollar's down 10% this year because it's just being printed, right? Gold prices are rising like inflation is back. Treasury yields, silver prices, right? What's going to happen when they lower the rate and Powell's gone? Oh my God, the world's going to end. Who cares? Who cares? Doesn't matter, right? Just like do your research, have a vision, have a 5-year outlook, right? And don't get caught up in being right all the time. right? Just focus on not being poor. All right. So everybody who like hung in there, everybody who stayed the line, who didn't panic 3 months ago, you're being rewarded today. So feel good about that. You held the line. Awesome, right? And the battle's not over, right? This is fun, man. This whole thing is fun to me. So enjoy the ride. It's a beautiful day, beautiful summer. I think the next 51 weeks are going to be insane, with dips along the way, right? Nothing goes up in a straight line forever, guys. There will be dips, but it's all good. Volatility is vitality. All right. Take it easy, guys. Have a great weekend. 118, baby. Ha ha.